Just after sunup, Frank and Sims Price are working side by side to move their cows. The father and son represent the fourth and fifth generations on the Price Ranch. That includes nearly 70,000 acres spread across 4 counties in West Texas.
We're a family ranching operation, goes back to 1876 when my great-grandfather first came to this country. You know, it's rare that families these days get to continue an operation and have the opportunity to work with their son.
Knowing the fact that it has been passed down for so many generations, it just gives you that extra drive to always see things through, and through the hard times and the droughts and everything else. Gives you a sense that you have to keep going.
Today, the Price family gains income from hunting leases, a purebred sheep herd, and their primary focus, a cow-calf operation with 11 grazing units, managing each one so there is rarely a need for supplemental feeding of the cows.
You take feed out of the picture and you've reduced your labor, you've reduced your equipment cost, fuel cost, and we're able, with our grazing program, for the cattle to respond very well to that. We adjusted our calving season to where we're working with nature better.
We treat it like a business. It makes us look at the land. The land is our inventory. We have to tend to the land and tend to the grass and grow grass in order for it to allow us to make a profit on the cattle. Without taking care of the land, we're going nowhere.
Drought and wildfire have devastated much of the Price Ranch in recent years. One key to sustaining the business is their single herd grazing program that results in many pastures getting 120 days or more of rest. Frank creates detailed grazing charts to guide the movement of the cattle.
He has really figured out what works for our operation as far as moving cattle, when to move them, and being able to read the land and tell if what we're doing is right or if what we're doing is wrong, and how to adjust to that, if we need to destock, if we need to move faster.
He is one of the best grazing managers that I know of in terms of how he rotates. He thinks about where they're going to go next, and he puts it into the whole package.
It's wonderful that we're able to have the grazing program we have, see the land respond, improving our grasses and the cover on the ground, and able to utilize small range better, and be able to show a profit while we're doing that. That's a neat trick in my book.
Another key to improving grasses on the Price Ranch is brush control, often done in partnership with NRCS, using prescribed burns and mechanical and chemical methods of removing mesquite and other invasive species.
Without the NRCS, we would be covered up in brush. The NRCS helps make this a profitable business in the fact that they help us with the brush work.
We generally like to use a mechanical treatment. That way we can take out the trees we don't like and leave the bigger, prettier trees, end up with a kind of a savanna effect.
They understand the value of grass. They understand that their sustainability is in grass production, not necessarily in livestock production. I think they view livestock as a tool. It's an important tool to them, but a tool to harvest the forage that they're growing.
For Frank and Sims, the work of caring for their land is never-ending. Miles of fencing had to be rebuilt after wildfires, and the Prices have extended the reach of their water systems, in many cases recycling large rubber tires as water tanks. From brush control to grazing management, their efforts have improved the land for both cattle and wildlife.
And I think the Price ranches have served as an example of how they can take these properties and configure a strategy that is well suited to both the livestock and the wildlife needs.
You know, I believe that a true conservationist is a person who has the ability to utilize a ranch like this and make a living from it, that it's economically working, but at the same time they can manage it so that they are sustaining or improving their natural resources. And Frank and Sims have found that balance.
With a focus on following their budget and business plan, the future of Price Ranch looks secure. Frank and Sims are working together to build on the family legacy of stewardship.
I'm proud of the fact that my father, a fourth-generation rancher, has stuck through the hard times. He's taught me to stick through the hard times. I'm continuing to learn, and without his perseverance and dedication to this ranch, we wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be allowed to be coming back here to work on it. And I pray that I can carry that on to my children someday.
It's a moving target, but working with that land and trying to make it better for the next generation, that should be our goal in life.